Now I gave you the information that each block is 8 inches high and asked how many 1-inch cubes would it take to fill the room. Okay? Well, there are at least a couple of ways to do this. You could take the number of inches the room is long and the number of inches the room is wide, and then the number of inches in the blocks. Okay, turns out there are 13 blocks. If there are 8 inches for every block, 8 times 13 is 104, so you got 104 inches. So you could multiply the number of inches long by the number of inches wide by now the 104 inches high, and you would get this result. And if you look at these results, 104 is pretty close to 100. If you multiply 100 by each of these numbers, you pretty much get these numbers. And the M stands for million, 7.4 million and so forth. So these numbers appear to follow correctly from these numbers. Okay. What other possibility? Well, you've already got this number. So as I just said, you multiply this number by the 104 inches of height, you're going to get this number, and that's the same thing you would get if you took the length in inches and the width of the room in inches and the height of the room in inches. Another thing you could have done, you could have figured out how many 1-inch cubes it takes to make one of these blocks. Okay, it takes 12 by 12 to cover the base of the tile, to cover a tile, and you got to cover that 8 blocks high. So you would multiply 12 by 12 by 8, and you would get the number of 1-inch cubes in one of these blocks. And then you multiply that by the number of blocks, okay, and the number of blocks is here, okay, so you would get the same thing. So you could multiply the number of blocks, which is here, okay, you can multiply the number of blocks by the number of 1-inch cubes in a block and get this result. Now, everybody probably did it one way. Again, try it in at least one different way, or maybe in 2 different ways to see if it works out. Okay, and then we go on to how many dice fill a room, but I'm going to have to show you the dice. So we'll go on with this in the next clip.